welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to show you how to make this easy linen top. You could wear it with anything this Christmas. So first thing I did is that I folded my fabric into two, you see, and it's already like folded into two again here, so it's into four. You will notice that this is already on a fold, and then I'm going to fold it again like this. And then it depends on you also the length you want to work with. So I want to make it a long top. So what I have here is going to be about 30.5 as the length. And then the next thing is going to be the width I have here. So the width I have here, you could use your hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 2 inches, right? So that depends on you. So now the next thing, which is what I have. So the hip divided by 4 I'm working with is 12 plus 2 is 14. So now I'm using that 14 also as the length here. So that means my shoulder divided by 2, which is 8. That means my sleeve length is going to end at 6, right? Which is okay for me, I don't mind. Now the next thing we are going to do is that we are going to go ahead and measure 3 inches of neckline. Mark it here. And then after that, come down at the end of this here by 1 point. You could do 1 inch. 1 inch is okay. So I've marked 1 inch here. And then I'm going to connect that 1 inch to this 3 inch. All the way to this point like this. And once that is done, you will notice that her own has wide opening at the end of the sleeve. So instead of doing my armhole divided by 2, I'm going to do my armhole divided by 2 plus extra 1, because I want the armhole a little wide. So that would leave me at, let's say, 11. Perfect. So on that 11, I'm going to insert my bust divided by 4. So that is going to be somewhere here. And then I'm going to add about, let's say, 2 inches or 1.5 to it. So because of ease, that would be my 1 inch, and then 1 inch of seam allowance. So that is what I have. So basically I'm just managing this here. So this is where I will stop. So from here now, I'm going to just angle it out of this, almost like an A line, right? So you see I barely have enough fabric to cover, but I could manage with that. So give it a curve here so that I know that this is going to be my underarm. And then from this point, I'm going to just cut this bit out all the way to the end. So like this, now I have the upper part of the top. The next thing is going to be to go up here by about, let's say, 2 inches and just give it a slight curve. You could do 1.5. Let me do 1.5 instead of 2. I'm not looking for a deep curve, just a slight curve, just so it will look more flattering. So curve it into the end of the cloth, and then also go ahead and cut that part out. And that is it. So now go to the neckline, mark 1 inch of neck depth, and then we're going to cut out the shoulder slope and this 1 inch. So guys, once you finish cutting that out, you see I've cut out this neckline, cut the shoulder slope together. I opened it up, and then for the inner one, which is going to be my front panel, I came down by 3 inches for the neckline, and that is going to be it. So after that, I'm going to just cut it out. And then I'm going to slit it open about, let's say, 6 inches or 5 inches. 6 might be too deep. So 5 inches here, just a straight seam all the way down. So for this here, you could use facing to turn it over, or you could just use facing or like a bias, but I'm going to use facing to turn it over. So once that is done, so first of all, this is what I'm going to do. So guys, the next thing is to put a piece of fabric. You will see the fabric here, and then sew it down from the back. So this is the right side of my cloth. So I put the fabric in there, and then after sewing it, cut it open and then flip it inside out. Like I said, this is the right side of my cloth, so it's going to come out on the wrong side. And then you can go ahead and iron it down, or you could sew it down. Once that is done, the next thing is going to be to join the two shoulders together. So you're going to take it now, and then start from this end of the neckline, sew your shoulder together. Take it from this other end here and sew the shoulder together. Once that is done, we come in and put in the sleeve, the turn-up sleeve on it, and then we're going to close our seam. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to attach my turn-up sleeve as soon as I join the shoulder together. So guys, you'll notice that I finished this side. So I used bias to just run the neckline, and then after that I tucked in this seam here. So you see that the neckline is done. So the next thing I'm going to do is that you see I've done this side also, so this is the only side remaining, so that I can finish it and close the seam. So you're going to cut out piece that is about 5 inches of width, right? And then make sure that it's long enough to cover your sleeve and still maybe have an extra 1 inch on both sides. And then when you open it up, you're going to just like fold it into two like this, and then take your shirt and then go from the inside. Make sure this is the right side, right? So when you take this to fold it into two, make sure you're folding the right side out, and then you're going to sew this using 1/2 inch from the inside, sew it all the way till you get to the other end, right? And once you're done, you're going to just flip it over on top of the cloth and then close your seam. If you look at this side, you see, so you will notice that I sewed it from the inside. So if I turn it out now and move it in, it's on the inside. This is my hemming, my seam here. So once you pull it out like this, that's how you're going to turn cover the seam. So, and then you're going to just close up the end from here all the way in to the end. So once that is done, just go ahead and hem the end of your cloth, and that will be it. So guys, this is what it looks like at the moment. So guys, another thing is that if you would want the opening of your sleeve to be more, you could do your armhole length plus 2 inches, like how her own is. But I didn't want it too open because it's something I would wear to work, so I didn't want it open, because the more open it is, the more you could see like under your arm through the armhole. But I still wanted it wide, right? So you could just widen yours even more if you'd want that. So this is what mine looks like here. You see the neckline, I've ironed it, and right, so this is with a linen fabric. You should be able to do this with at most 1 yard. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.